Hey there, Mark. Wait, Mark, Brian, Caden here, Fitness4Life. Forgot who we were for a second.
Okay, very good. So
Yeah.
round two of our seated exercises. Okay. Everybody's familiar with lunges, standing. We're going to show you how to do them seated. Okay. Now, one thing I want to clarify from the beginning, we're showing you certain movement patterns, but there is no wrong movement. It doesn't have to be exactly in the way we do these. As long as you're moving something, you're doing great. And in fact, the more different positions you put yourself in, the better. But we're going to show you a few standard ones first. So we're going to do a forward lunge or a forward step. And on the first one, we'll have Brian step out first with his left leg and just take both hands and reach forward and down. And then step back. And then he can do the other leg. And obviously, the further step you take, a little bit more work, the further down you reach, the more stretch you get. So you can do it with a single arm coming across and the other one. There'd be nothing wrong if you use the same arm with the same leg. Again, no wrong positions. As long as it's not hurting, you're okay. Another position then is going to be lunging out to the side. So with this one, Hayden, go ahead and do that. So he's going to lunge to the side and reach to that leg. And you can see the movement he's getting. Now, another progression for this, he can use one arm and reach. So when he steps out with his left, he can use his right. There you go. He could use the same arm. It'll give you a whole different reaction. Okay. And then another one, then he can put his hands overhead and side bend to the lunging leg or side bend opposite the lunging leg. Just like that. All these are different reactions and they're all ways you can find your body in. Now, another one I want to mostly show you is when they did that forward step and reached out, then next one, reach out with your stepping leg, but take your arms overhead. So step out, arms overhead. There you go. So as you're stepping out, here and back. Yeah, a little bit different because again, everything is geared leaning forward. We want to get that working that backside. And then our third direction, what the common theme with all our videos are, everything's in 3D. All three motions or planes that we move in. Forward and back, side to side, and rotation. So we covered forward and back, we covered side to side. Now we're going to rotate. So they're going to just do a little rotational lunge, allowing the hips to move also. Using both hands going with the lunging leg, they can go opposite the lunging leg with their hands. Yeah, takes a little thought. And you can. So we got see no evil, hear no evil, and I am evil. Okay. So, and then what they can do, single arm it. You can take one arm and swing it. For those of you that are creative, you can use different planes. You can rotate one arm and take the other arm overhead. Okay. Again, any different direction you want to move in is great, but you want to get those three planes of motion, the forward, back, and side, and rotation. Okay. So another great exercise. Now, what this is also good for, because we kind of address this towards office workers or people that have desk jobs, people with knee pain. This is a tremendous exercise for them because you're not loading those joints with weight bearing. And it's a very gentle way that any of these we've shown, from just the hands only to these lunges, can be done with knee pain, with total knees, because it's a very gentle way of working on stimulating that joint without putting all the stress through it. And then you would progress to weight bearing. And then our director had a question, and luckily she made it easy enough that I knew how to answer it. So all these exercises can be done standing also. Right? But a lot of times people never think of just moving in their chair. They don't feel comfortable if they're in an office setting with a bunch of workers around standing up and doing all this. So they can just do a little bit of movement in their desk. Kate, anything else you'd like to say?
been a good 6 weeks here. I'd like to thank Mark and Brian for having me out, and hopefully you'll see me back.
Okay, we got one more video, so
You'll see me back in the next video.
Okay, anything you want to say?
I'm pretty good. I think you covered all the bases.
But you haven't done.
When are we getting pizza?
You haven't done any dance moves yet.
Oh,
okay. We're being told to cut. Sorry.
If you have further questions, contact us at fitness4lifept.com.